This is Sing Sing the Dingding who does a ting ting. He's a friendly, but it's so bright up there. It's so bad. Anyway, here he is. Hello. Hello. This is Ding Ding, and he and his little booty are going to help me blend my makeup today. And what I typically use is a regular Pure Beauty Blender sponge knockoff that is wet. So I don't know how this is going to go. It'll be great. I also, just for comparison purposes, I brought out the knockoff Silly Pat that my husband bought at Miss AOA. Miss AOA. I thought it'd be comparable because these are like slightly squishy and weird, but like he's a lot softer and this is very firm, so I don't know. I did not like my foundation with this one. Like I said, I typically use one of these or I use a brush. I've used round brushes and I've used regular flat top brushes, but I like the Beauty Blender the best. I'm not actually using a foundation today because I'm lazy and I'm scared. I will be using a BB cream instead. And to be cleaning Sing Sing the Dingding off in the meantime, I'll be using a makeup brush cleansing cloth by Eco Tools. Because he got really dusty really fast. It's like he got dusty right after I said, you know what, screw it, I'm going to do this for Facebook and the world. And he's also glittery. So we're starting with a washed Dingding. You should always wash your Dingding. It's very important. I'm really nervous about this. I'm going to take my glasses off, and I will not be able to see anything, but I have a mirror over here, so I can see in that. Yeah. And I'm actually going to do a full face with Dingding. Primer, BB cream, concealer. I'm going to do an eyeshadow primer with him. And then I'm going to put my other stuff. I also have a cream blush that I'll be using so we can see like the different textures of stuff. So it's be great. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm really nervous. I think I've said that, but yeah. Glasses are off. We're going to go in with a primer. This is a Pores No More Luminizing Primer. At this time, I should probably specify. Typically, whenever I put on BB cream and foundation and primer and stuff, I usually squirt it into my hand and then pick it up. With like a brush or a beauty blender or something. That's what I usually do. That's how I'm going to start with my primer. It is slightly colored. If you guys want to know what this stuff is, go ahead and leave a comment under this, in this. I don't know if I'm going to start a new video thread or not yet. I'm kind of working as I go along, and I'll let you know what the products were. So I'm picking up my primer with his little booty, and I'm just going to do it. I mean, it's primer, so like, what's the worst that can happen? By the way, my face is clean, and it is moisturized. This is taking forever. Jules, you're officially my mouse jiggler. Because every now and again the MacBook likes to go, yeah. He's already attracted a hair. And now I'm going to go in on my forehead. And you kind of got to bop the head of the Dingding into your skin. into your skin to do anything. My face is really glittery. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I can see it in the mirror, and it's, like, really glittery. So, that could be the primer. Actually, I'll deal with that later. So, I need more primer. Yeah, it's definitely the primer. So, again, I'm just gonna... How do YouTubers do this? Like, blending their shit on camera. I guess that's why they usually do like editing and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Like, my hand is so tired. So I've moved from just using the little head of the Dingding to basically using the entire back side of the Dingding, including his cute little butt. And by the way, I'm breaking like all of the YouTuber rules in that I am filming in sunlight, which that's what this is, as you can tell. Filming in sunlight for part of my lighting, and I'm using just my MacBook to record. And like YouTube beauty gurus say, don't do that. You should use Canon. I'm poor, so we're just using the MacBook. You know what? I think that's how Kathleen Lights got her start, was using her MacBook in the middle of a dark room on her bedroom floor, filming her favorite lipsticks. I'm a nerd. I am seriously, like, this primer is not glittery. Like, I mean, it is glittery, but like, I've never actually seen it do glittery things. As I was saying, I'm going to use this on my chin, and then I'm going to use it on my other chin, because I have two chins. And don't get fat, kids, because then you will have two chins. This is...
Oh, yeah.
You see two wipes popping back and forth. One is the EcoTools wipe that I mentioned that I'll be using on Dingding, and the other one is a Pond's cold cream wipe, and that's just to kind of get the excess off of my hand from stuff that I do. And this is something I prep for. So Dingding is very clean. I don't see any primer left on him, which is good. I mean, like, that's not a bad thing. Looking at my face up close, I don't see any of the hairs or anything that were on him on my face. Like I said, it was just primer, so... And my face feels primerized. I mean, it's like a luminizing Pores No More primer, so... I mean, it looks like it did its job, so good job, Dingding. You're at least good for primer. Dingding is very squishy right now, in his normal unsquishy state. Like, whenever you clean him, and then you, right before you powder him, how he's, yeah. That's what it feels like. So yeah. Like I said, I'm very shiny. My face feels the smooth, like, there's a few places where I don't think it's quite blended in. It's fine. Not a big deal. I'm not, like, worried about it or anything. But it feels like when I usually put the Dr. Brandts in, it's lightly glittery, it's a little bit smooth, I don't feel my pores, I have very dry skin, but I have large pores on my nose, so it feels good for now. Here's the part I'm scared of. I'm going to use my Beauty Balm, because I'm a weenie, and I was like, no, I'm going to do full foundation, it's going to be great, and then I was like, I am terrified of using this with my regular foundation, because my regular foundation is a lot thicker than my BB cream, and I don't know if Dingding will blend this out quite well. So we're going to use my BB cream. And again, I'm going to put it on my hand, and then I'm going to pop Dingding into it. And this is not a thin BB cream either. So, like, I was scared of my foundation being too thick, but, like, this is not a thin BB cream. And this looks like it's not my color at all, like, in this light. It is a BB cream, so it does blend out, and it's basically just a tinted moisturizer. So I've put the back of his little head into it, and oh god, this is scary. Okay. It looks like when I did the Silly Pat. Dingding is not absorbing anything, which is good and bad. I mean, good, because he's not taking away any of my product, but bad, because now it just looks like I've got this mess of product on the side of my face, and, like, I'm gonna use him to, like, smear this. Oh. Except you can't really smear with him, because he's so tacky. Oh, sweet Jesus. Also, for the record, this BB cream only comes in one undertone, so if y'all are looking at this, you're like, you are very pink, madam. You're using a very yellow BB cream. BB cream only comes in one undertone. I usually don't have a problem. Jules, baby, for emergencies, could you go get this for me? I don't know why I'm leaning into the laptop because I can't see with the laptop because I'm not wearing my glasses and I have very poor vision. So I'm leaning into my mirror. I'm going to drag a little bit closer. You can see it. It's like, hello, hello, this is my mirror. So, Dingding it looks, like I said, this is a moisturizer. It's a tinted moisturizer. So it looks a little bit cakey over here in the mirror. I don't know how it looks on camera. Actually, how about this? I can just edit this out with magic. Oh, Jimmy. Yeah, it doesn't look cakey at all on camera. In the mirror and in real life, it looks very cakey with Dingding. I'm gonna leave my glasses on, actually. Because the glare's not as bad as I thought. Because Shay doesn't know how to make it. Never mind. At all. But yeah, now I know what YouTubers mean whenever they're like, oh, well, it looks good on camera, but in real life, yeah, no, I don't know. And yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks like I'm just bopping a dick on the face. It's great. Smooth it out. Attempt to. Maybe. It is all over my fingers. Take my glasses back off because I can't blend shit with my glasses on. And yeah, you can see that little BB cream spot on my hand. Whatever. Haters. So, like, I think the biggest problem with using a Dingding, do not recommend buying for use to do your makeup with, because the biggest problem with Dingding, my friends, is that he's very small. My lovely husband, who's off screen, went and wet my beauty blender for me just for emergency's sake because this could get bad. And like this is comparable. Like look at how big my beauty blender is. This, like I said, this is the pure one, but I'll turn it around because no spons. And like this is how big my beauty blender is. And this is how big Dingding is. Like he is so small compared to my wet beauty blender. Like I'm sure he's small compared to a lot of wet things. But it's taking forever. And you guys are seeing the edited version, which means you aren't seeing like all of the blending time I'm spending. Like this is taking a while. Oh my god. Like my husband usually bitches about how long it takes me to do my makeup. Ow. I'm still really glittery. Like I've never seen my primer glitter this much at all. Like I knew it had glitter. It has a little shimmer in it because it's a luminizing primer. Like I've never seen it glitter this much ever. Also, I feel like I should put my hair down because like I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, yeah, it looks cakey in real life. And like, I'm just gonna do some up top because it feels like my forehead's a different color than the rest of my face because I can't see because I'm not wearing my glasses. Also, fun fact, I usually do my eyeshadow before I do my foundation and everything because that's what all of my beauty gurus say to do. They're like, do your eyeshadow first so you can clean up any fallout and everything like that. And like, I didn't do that, obviously. Okay, so I'm pretty covered. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cheat a little bit because I'm a bad person. Final process with this. Dingding left my face a little cakey. A little... Like, he definitely gave me more coverage with my BB cream. He definitely gave me more oomph going on. I'm going to use my wet beauty blender to cheat a little and just kind of blend it out so that, because this is actually going to be my going out makeup, because after I'm done with this, I'm probably going to go out, and I'm not actually going to edit this directly after, but we're going to go out and we're going to run a few errands. So I'm just gonna, and I don't want to go out looking like a cake monster and have people be like, what happened to your makeup? Oh, I blended it with a tiny little penis. And I didn't even blend. Why didn't you guys tell me I didn't even blend over my lip? So, like, I have a little bit more on my hand, so I'm just gonna use that on my nose. My nosy. All around it. Like, I'm not terribly concerned about Dingding blending on my nose because my nose does not like product. Like, right here does not like product. And, like, it always just flakes off and goes away. I can use a full coverage, I can use a medium coverage, I can use a sheer coverage, I can use concealer, I can use a stick, I can use a wand, I can use anything in the world. But it will not blend on my nose. Actually. This is the first time a penis has been up my nose, by the way, guys. Never put a penis near my nose. Because they generally smell kind of funny. No misandry. Yeah. Okay. I mean, to quote everybody I see on BuzzFeed, I'm not mad at it. It's definitely, like, but I still have a lot of product on my hand. Like, that's kind of impressive because I usually have to squirt, like, 3 different pumps of beauty balm on my hand in order to get my beauty blender. Beauty is a lot. I usually have to squirt, like, 3 pumps of my BB cream on my hand in order to get my beauty blender to blend out on my face fully, so that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's still wasted. Made a mistake. I'm still a garbage person. I'm just like, do now is I'm just gonna take a little bit. I'm just gonna plop it onto his little back. Use that to kind of blend down towards my neck a little. Which, like I said, it's a tinted moisturizer, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna put my glasses back on just to see my masterpiece now. Yeah. Okay. So, like, the scary part is done. Like, that was really scary. I think I've got, like, 2 out of the... I've got, like, 2 out of the 5 products I'm gonna use. I straight up have BB cream all over my fingers. With the hand that was holding Dingding. Oh my god, it's under my nails! Whatever. Oh. So, I mean, like, he definitely put it on my face. Oh no, that's 2 out of the 6. Like I said, that's 2 out of the 6 products I'm gonna have Dingding blend. The next product is my Wet n Wild concealer. It's like a really sheer coverage concealer, so I'm not terrified of Dingding blending it, but I'm gonna use it. Tap it right there. We've got a little zit. Tap it right there. Skin a little dark. I'm gonna really get into my dark circles with it. I don't really have dark circles. It's not really a problem. I am babbling at y'all because I don't know what to say. I don't know how YouTubers have things to say in every video that I watch, and I am more grateful for them than I have ever been. Like, I'm just gonna blend this little penis right next to my mouth. And up on my forehead. Never had a penis this far up on my head. My little hairsies really go. We're gonna get everywhere. See, this is the part where it's like, use the tip of the Dingding. Gently use the tip of your Dingding to blend your concealer. And don't punch yourself in the eye as hard as I am right now. It's like I'm really trying to get him in here. Do I have like a mirror product or something? There we go. There we go. I'm gonna use this to get really close to my face. Oh my god, guys, I am so cakey up close. Like, looking at myself in this mirror, like, 2 steps away from myself, like... For to lulz. Yeah, I'm really cakey. Oh my god. And, like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like, when I look on the camera, like, it's not that bad. It's generally pretty okay. I don't know. Concealer's blended, though. So we've got concealer, we've got all that. I am now going to go in on my eyelids and put my eyeshadow primer, which I actually usually don't use this, but I don't have a liquid primer right now. I've just kind of been going off the seat of my pants. Jules, why is there hair on your... Oh no. It's just a screwed up part of the stick. Okay. I'm gonna take some eyeshadow primer and I'm just gonna like... Because I told you I'm doing a full face with Dingding. Except my brush bits. Because, yeah. I'm doing a full face with Dingding. So I'm just gonna dab, dab. Dab, dab, dab. Dab, dab. Normally when I take an eyeshadow primer at that point, I'll just take my finger and just kind of blend it in. But not today, guys. Here's Dingding. He's just going to kind of lightly just blip that all over my face. And just real quick, we're going to watch the fastest eyeshadow look in the West. Just gonna take this. I didn't say it was good, I said it was fast. I just realized if I do a bad makeup look, that like, y'all are gonna roast the shit out of me. Oh well. See? Fastest eyeshadow look. Which, I mean, he got the primer on there, so it's more color coverage that I've been seeing lately because I haven't really been using a primer because that's my husband's primer again. Okay. I mean, again, to quote the BuzzFeed, I'm not mad at it. So we're just... So I guess at this point what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to quickly finish the little eye look I've got going on. So I'm just going to put some eyeliner and some mascara on. Yeah, I'll see y'all in a moment. Okay, so, like I said, quick eye look. At this point, we're going to get down to the last two items that I'm going to use to blend with Mr. Dingding to blend out. One is going to be a highlight, and the other one's going to be my blush. Don't know how the blush is going to work, because everything I've used so far is really liquidy, and, like, it's a little thick, but it's, like, mostly pretty liquidy. You know, the BB cream, the primer, the eyeshadow primer, and the concealer. So the trick is I'm gonna do my blush first, which is this cute little cream blush. I really like this blush. I've used it before. Typically, I usually just put it on with my fingers and blend it out with my beauty blender. So I guess like I could probably just do the same thing here. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna take that, and like I said, it's really pretty. Just kind of place. There is no precision to what I do. I'm not a beauty guru. I'm not talented like a beauty guru. So just... I do make really great beauty faces, though. That's beautiful. He is starting to kind of hurt my face. Because, like, there's no... Like, there's give to him. He's very, very squishy, but, like... Punch yourself in the face with the small squishy thing. 50 million times. It's great. That gives me no color. At all. No. So we're gonna go in with more. Because when you're dissatisfied with the view of something, you should always add more. Blend that out. I'm using his back side again. I have not used his front side yet. Okay. It's a really kind of sheery, naturally blush, which... Go big. You know what? This side. Just gonna... Oh! I used too much on this side. That's a sexy tip. When in doubt, just use way too freaking much. This is the eyeliner problem all over again. Okay. I just scratched the shit out of my face. Because I have long nails right now. I don't know if y'all can see it, because I can't see it on the laptop. But I can see it in the mirror, and I'm very glittery right now. Like, there's no glitter in this blush, and there was no glitter in my BB cream, and there's no glitter in my concealer. I think there might be a little glitter in my primer. So I've not been washing Mr. I should have been doing that. So. Yep. It was Mr. Dingding. He's been transferring all that glitter from my primer and my eyeshadow primer onto my face. So I'm a glitter masterpiece right now. It's beautiful. But I have wiped Mr. Dingding off. And he is very tacky like they usually are when they're wet. So now I'm going to use a liquid highlight that I actually don't usually use. You're supposed to do that. Because usually it's way too intense. And I'm nervous about this part too. Because I can handle being glittery. And I can handle being cakey. That's all. This is normal stuff. I've done this before. I have been wearing makeup middle school? Like, not regularly, but, like, I've been applying makeup on my face since about middle school. And I've done some really crazy bad shit to my face, and gone outside in public and been like, I am hot stuff. But, like, I cannot handle being too highlighted, and I'm scared. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the tip of his little wee-wee, the urethra, if you will, and I'm gonna, like I said, it's a liquid highlight. Just kind of bop, bop, she boop. Like, I don't know. Yeah, y'all can see that. Oh my god. I'm gonna tap that a little bit off on my hand. I'm just gonna go into my cheekbones. I look very shiny right now already. But I am usually a dry person, so I'm okay with this. I'm okay with not looking matte. I'm just gonna... On the cheekbones it goes. Damn. Okay. Alright. Okay, I can get behind it. It's not very in your face the way this highlight usually is, so maybe Dingding is doing me a favor and not making me terribly like a bam. What Dingding is doing right now is he's blending it into my hand. So, like, whatever. Okay, I'm okay with this. I can work this. Wonderful. So, I'm also going to take Mr. Dingding. Take the last bit of that highlight. I'm just going to boop it under my nose. And a little bit on my lip. Because I don't know how beauty works anymore. I'm going to wipe the rest of that highlight off of my face, off of my hand. That's blending all the products. I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I will be back to tell y'all the rest. Okay, so, like I said, put a bit of makeup look, added a little bit of bronzer, powdered, definitely put setting spray on, put some lipstick and some gloss on, definitely put my eyebrows on because they're looking a little patchy there. So, in essence, would I replace my beauty blender with a Dingding? No. No. Because it did make me very, very cakey. It did transfer a lot of the glitter from other products onto my face and mix it in with everything else. So I'm very, very glittery right now. But I'm not terribly mad at it. I mean, little Dingding, who is covered in makeup at this point, he is very friendly. He definitely did what he was supposed to do, what I wanted him to do, which was blend my makeup out. I do like him better, I don't know where I put it, but I do like him better than the little Silly Pat silicone sponge, because I hated that thing. It just kind of smeared everything around and made me look weird. But to kind of give a rundown of everything I used with little Dingding, because I did use a variety of things. To start off, I did use a primer. This is the Dr. Brandt's Luminizer Primer. And it was very glittery, and he kind of spread that around with it. That was probably user error, because I probably should have wiped him off between everything, and I meant to do that, and that's why I had the rag, and I just didn't do it. So, following that, I did use him with the Maybelline Dream BB Pure, and he spread that around pretty well. It kind of caked up at points, but after I did cheat a little, I took my beauty blender and I kind of went into the more caked on spots. I look a little bit better. Following that, I did use him with a Wet n Wild concealer. This is very sheer concealer. Everything I used today was pretty sheer. So, I mean, that worked fine. On my eyes, I did use the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm holding it upside down, but whatever. I did use the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and, I mean, he spread it around. I would usually use my finger. I'm not really upset at it. I usually don't use eyeshadow primer, mostly because that wand really hurts me, but I might. Not with Dingding, but I might now. Following that, I did use it with the, what is this? The Laka & Co. Blush and Highlighter, which I realize that's a highlighter now. Whoops. And I mean, he spread it around. It wasn't really a big deal. It took me a little bit to build it up a little bit more than I usually do, because what I usually do is take it, tap it with my finger, and then, like, go crazy with it. But I was nervous because Dingding wasn't going to pick up any of the product, and I actually kind of depend on my beauty blender to pick up some of the product, so I don't look like a crazed mad person. And then following that, I did use the Tim 2 Liquid Glow, which is this gold highlight. It is very liquidy. Everything else is a little bit creamier. Tim 2 does recommend that you apply this by hand, which I've never done before, so I don't know how that works versus it. So I don't know why I'm mentioning it, but whatever. Usually when I use this, I'll put it underneath my medium to full coverage foundations to give me that naturalish kind of glow, and then I'll go in with a powder highlight on top. I didn't do that this time, obviously. I am very shiny and shimmery. I'm not mad at that. I'm not worried about that because I am a naturally dry person, so I'm used to having a matte look on my face. Following that, y'all, it was off camera, y'all didn't see it, but I did set myself with the NYX Matte Finish setting spray, so I think that's kind of cut down on a little bit of the shiny. Let me actually put my glasses on, and I can tell. So I'm a little bit less shiny. I am very bright. I've broken all of the YouTube rules in that I'm filming on my laptop, I'm using a natural light source here, and I'm using a very direct light source right here, because I didn't have any other light sources. So yeah, I used Dingding. Dingding worked. I would rather just use my beauty blender, but I did it, and now y'all have seen it, and now y'all can go talk about the other things that you can do with Dingding. Makeup is not for putting the Dingding in. I have found that out, so thank you.